Hey guys, it's Saturday. Welcome back to the den. So, as you can see, Ken is here.
Hi.
And we are, less than 2 weeks now away from moving in together.
Yeah, exactly 2 weeks. It's not this coming Saturday, but the Saturday after. It's the first.
My next pay. Holy crap. Shit just got real.
Exactly 2 weeks. So, you might notice that we kind of drop off maybe for a week or so around the beginning of the month. That's
Yes.
why, because we're moving, and I'm moving internationally, which is slightly terrifying but exciting at the same time.
Yeah, so September 1st, there probably won't be a video from us that day. But,
Probably not. Probably not.
But if you follow us on Facebook, I'm sure there'll be a million updates. Oh my god, he's on his way! Ah! Oh my god, I'm on my way! Ah!
You're pretty. So this week is Q&A, and as we have had some trouble getting actual Q&A from folks, we have decided to pilfer the ones that have been used throughout the week already. And then we did choose one from the existing list that we had of questions we've been asked in the past. So
I'm going to put a link down below in the description box for the link for the Q&A where you can send, wow.
we're gonna
It's
put
convoluted up
yeah.
here.
We're gonna put a link in the description below to it's Facebook, right?
No, it's Google Documents.
Okay, Google Documents, to the Google document where you can submit your questions. Also, feel free to leave a comment on this video with any questions that you might have for future Q&A sessions. We're always looking for new comments and
Comments, suggestions, ideas
we
for
love
interaction.
to hear from you guys. We just don't hear from you guys enough, so keep them coming and also ask questions.
Yeah, especially like they don't even have to be general for everybody. If you want to ask specific Den guys questions, like if you want to ask Derek, Greg, and Steve a question, if you want to ask Greg Ballard a question, JD, Eric, us, like we all have our own different things going on, and for us specifically, like American, Canadian, moving in together, huge life change, what's that all about? If you're curious, want to know anything, ask us.
Yeah. If you're grossed out by the cat grooming itself in the background, let us know that too.
Nice! That's my classy boy.
So anyway, so our questions come from a few people. I didn't actually write their names down, but favorite summer activities. For me, it's really spending time outdoors because you finally have that warmth. Lately it's been hot, but you finally have that warmth where you can actually go out and enjoy being outside.
Which is ironic because in the summer, what does everybody do? Bitches about the heat and sits inside in the air conditioning when it's colder than it is in the winter.
It's true. The thing I like most about summer, though, is that I can just run outside without my shoes on and go do something real quick and run back in the house. Because I really hate wearing shoes most of the time.
Have to get you some moccasins.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Feel like you're wearing nothing at all. Oh, on your feet.
Okay.
Unless you just wear the moccasins. But then you wouldn't want to run out to your car like that.
I mean, I could, but I don't want to get arrested, so...
Well, around here you wouldn't get arrested, but you get a lot of the neighbors making comments.
Moving right along. You didn't say what your...
So, oh yeah, my favorite summer activities. Being Canadian, not shoveling snow. Camping, I haven't gone forever. I think I was 20 last time I went camping. I used to love swimming, but I'm a little body conscious, so I don't really go swimming often.
I am too.
I totally wear a t-shirt in the pool. I'm that guy.
I don't. I get to that point where I just... I'm like, alright, well, these people are just going to have to deal with my gross man boobs. And then just jump in the pool, so... So... camping.
I mean, there's local things like.
Well, yeah. I mean, you live not far from Niagara Falls, so there's all kinds of stuff with the falls
Yeah,
going
there's
on.
like Rib Fest, all kinds of different food festivals going on in the summer. Fireworks every night of the week, all summer long, because it's Niagara Falls. There is one of like maybe 10 or 20 drive-ins left in North America 10 minutes from here. So the drive-in, although I haven't gone in years, and you've never gone,
I've never
so
been to a drive-in.
so that is something we will be doing.
But mostly just not shoveling snow, right?
Mostly just not shoveling snow. Yeah, gardening. I love gardening.
That also
Very-
requires no snow.
Therapeutic. Well, I mean, you could garden indoors, but it's not the same.
So,
All right.
Next question up is, who is your favorite Golden Girl? Which we totally stole from the boys.
We did. And we actually discussed this right before filming, and we both have a favorite Golden Girl, and
Yeah,
it's the same one.
Yeah,
basically.
we both like Rose. I mean, obviously Betty White is amazing in her own right, but there's something very charming about the naivety, the innocent naivety, and of course the certain level of ignorance, not stupidity, but ignorance that goes along with that.
Right, totally me when I say really dumb things, and you just look at me like, babe, think about that for a second.
No,
Oh,
that's when my hand goes on your shoulder and I'm like, hun. And then you actually think about what you said and you go, oh.
That happens far more often than it should. To be fair, I was like platinum blonde up until the time I was about 13.
Mm.
And then it went this color, mousy
When I
brown.
started out as a sandy blonde, it was very skinny sandy blonde. I was a twink at one point in time. That ended when I was about 7. So,
I
Yeah.
was never.
but yeah, I very much like Blanche because she's very sex positive, and that's something that I try to be. Dorothy obviously has the caustic wit, and then Sophia's got the wisdom. But
I do. Sophia would definitely be like a close second for me. She reminds me of like that super sassy grandmother who's just like doesn't give a shit.
yeah. Well, and clearly, I mean, like, the more you watch the show, the more you can tell the apple's not going to fall far from that tree when Dorothy's older either.
Oh God, yeah, yeah.
I would say my second is Blanche because of
The-
her willingness to be blunt about being proud of what she does and being sex positive.
It's good ones. Now we just need the Golden Girls hot sauce to complete our collection
It's
in
true.
our kitchen.
It's true. They have it at Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati, well, in Fairfield, which is a suburb of Cincinnati. Okay, so what questions do you get asked the most? Well, as we said before, we really don't get asked that many questions, and we would like to encourage more questions. And he's in a line of work where he doesn't get a lot of questions, so there's not a lot of interaction with people other than your coworkers.
No, not really. And they don't really ask me stuff. Not like specific questions
Yeah.
that are just like generalized to me. I mean, it's I guess kind of a very open-ended thing. Like, is it more referring to the den, or is it like in
That
our
could
own
be.
personal life, or because in my own personal life at like work, it would be, do you want cheese and bacon on that?
Yeah. Also, guys, Canada still has Fruitopia, and it blows my mind. So, putting that out there. Yeah, I don't get asked a lot of questions either. Obviously, there's the stereotypical questions that go with someone finding out that you're LGBT, like, when did you know? I'm like, well, when did you know? Kind of thing. I haven't really been asked any bear-specific questions. They just kind of accept that I'm a fat gay guy.
Do you get many questions about coins, from people specifically? Or?
Usually it's in the form of like, hey, my so-and-so and my family passed away, and they have this coin collection. Do you know anything about? And then they'll ask me something specific, or can I bring it to show you sometime so you can see if there's anything valuable in there?
Right.
Most of the time. Unless they've found something or just have a general question.
Yeah, I can't think of anything really. I get a lot of assumptions. Like, people assume that I'm younger than I am, but they don't ever ask me how old I am.
I would normally get those questions too, but I have a lot of gray.
Well, I mean, Canadians are ultra polite for the most part, so like asking somebody their age is kind of like, you don't do that. You might offend them, eh?
Now, it's nothing to be sorry about.
I'm not sorry.
No good. And then lastly we have, and this is the one that we took from the old list, date night plans, which is going to be something big for us because we're actually going to be able to do date nights.
Well, the funny part is he's moving up here 2 Saturdays from now, which will be the 1st of September, and the 2nd is our anniversary.
Correct.
So our big date night this year will probably be at home in our first place together.
Which I'm perfectly fine with that because it'll be us together finally in our place. That's why I'm up here this weekend. We were looking at places to move into. So literally from square one, it's going to be our place because we're moving in the day that I move out. But as far as date night is concerned, honestly, it's going to be.
We talked about it on the way home. Like there's a pizza place right around the corner that makes amazingly delicious pizza at a decent price. And then like that's right around the corner from my work. So one of the ideas was pick up pizza, go get a movie, because we actually still have a working video store. It's called That's Entertainment. It's amazing. I haven't shown you yet, but I can't wait to show you that.
Yeah. I worked in the video store for many years. It probably won't impress me much.
No, I'm impressed. Last time I was there, they had video games from every console all the way back to Atari that you could rent or buy, or like they had old computer games, like all kinds of stuff. Things you would never think that you could find at a video store.
You'd have to do something like that because it's kind of a niche market. It's like a...
Well, where they make a lot of their money is they have a huge section of used movies, box sets, TV shows, like kind of like a pawn shop type deal. With like they buy your used box sets and movies and resell them. So a lot of people buy that. So
so it's kind of like a GameStop, except they do.
But they do rentals. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, doing like classic date night, renting a movie, getting a pizza.
Or date night exists in apparently 1997 somewhere.
That works for me. And like I mentioned earlier, we have one of very few drive-ins left, so definitely want
to do that.
Definitely want to take you to a drive-in. Niagara Falls being here, there's so much to do.
Yeah. Don't go to the falls when it's cold, kids, because there's mist that comes off the falls, and you will be like 8 times as cold as you think you will be.
Maybe if you want to do like a frosted beard challenge, like see how much ice you can build up in your beard before you, like, I don't know, die of hypothermia.
Go back and look at the video that we did on St. Patrick's Day, because that was right after we had gotten back from the falls, and it was freezing.
Oh my god! Yeah, but this winter was unbearably, disgustingly brutal. So, what date night? Anything else? I'm sure there's lots of stuff that we'll come up with. We'll think of.
Yeah.
Date night, I'm assuming, is probably going to change a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we're also both very introverted, so a night in sounds like a great date for both of us.
Hell yeah. Completely.
Plus, we don't have to, drive quickly back from the restaurant in order to get back and enjoy ourselves for the rest of the evening.
Yep. And we also already ordered our classic controllers, USB controllers.
We sure did. We ordered Super NES controllers that have USB. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to be doing some gaming.
Classic console gaming.
Mm-hmm. Yes. My skill level ends at about,
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
N64.
Says the one that has a collection of GameCube games.
Yeah. Yeah, that I've never played half of them.
Well, I don't think you even have a GameCube anymore, do you?
No, I have a GameCube. I have a Wii. I have a PlayStation 3, and I play none of them. So, I have a bunch of PlayStation 3 games as well, and since I've owned it, I've had it for 2.5 years, and I played it maybe twice, which is really sad. I'm not a big gamer,
what you're
but
saying
classic
is you don't like to just sit and play with yourself.
No. Always
Good.
more fun with two.
Good, I'm here now. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for us for this week. Like I said, if you have any questions, we're going to link the Google Doc below in the description, but also leave us a comment on this video. Let us know. We're always up for more questions, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys, and thanks so much for watching the Den.
Have a great day, guys. Take care.